Okay. I'm gonna adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. It's a little longer than usual to boot up, but okay. So, our a little tiny sliver of not green screen there. There we go. So as of this morning, our realm is live. I went ahead and added farm to it, but it's kind of half and half in terms of like how legit it is. I mean, part of it I gathered on stream, part of it I kind of copied and pasted. I added the beetroot in uh, amulet, and expanded the existing because these are like roughly half done or half filled out. Then I added melon and pumpkin uh, roots at their like smallest size, and they still haven't quite grown yet. But like the neat thing about it is that they're going to be uniform. And it looks like they're growing, like the color's changing. So I'm assuming there's no real issues with importing it. So then pretty much everything else has been legit. I actually found it. I mean, as legit as I get. Cause like I used a map viewer to find a jungle biome. Then I used another portal calculator to figure out like where a coordinate within the jungle would correspond in another, and then I created a path in survival to get to that point. There's probably a couple other locations that I might try and do nether portals to. There's actually a woodland mansion that's actually not that far from a jungle, which I'm curious as to whether or not it's going to be end up being far enough that if I just build another portal in another, whether or not it will spawn a corresponding portal, or if it will just go to the jungle and I'll have to like walk to the. I mean, basically at that point, I'll just have to like walk to the coordinates for the for roughly where the woodland mansion is, and then build another portal there. Um, I discovered that I could create a custom Billy link. So that's neat. So anyway, right now I'm kind of wanting to like one of the major things I want to try and do is get enough sugarcane to expand this map to full size, but I also need to okay, I think there's maybe like one crop I don't have here yet. I might have everything in terms of like just things you can farm. Well, I don't have like the chorus flowers, however. I mean, technically, I can get that if I can navigate the maze in the middle. Technically. I mean, that's semi-cheating since this was, you know, creative that added an amulet. I can't remember if I think chorus flowers are used in alchemy. I don't know if any of the buildings here have an actual. Well, if I couldn't like if there's no actual brewing stand in any of the structures added in here, I could find one in a village somewhere. I also went to that abandoned or ruined village and I got all the string from the cobwebs. So I've been pretty busy off camera. I was just kind of multitasking and watching YouTube stuff, so I'm probably gonna stream every time I play. But anyway, might as well show off the map if I can remember how to get to it. Eventually, I'll be able to navigate the city. Easily. Also, I'm not sure if the resource packs are properly installed. Like, would that be video? I don't think it would be video. I'm not sure what the exclamation point is for. But I do have like the render distance at max, probably max for global resources. So, according to this, the only one that's active is the Minecraft texture pack. But as you can see, I have RTX stuff loaded up. Like, this might be a kind of. It's not really a cheat per se, but like I think this is just a weird thing about importing. Also, you can see if the love scratches from my cat here. Um, like this might be like a residual thing from when I first made the realm. It's still like on my end, the resource packs are still active. But if someone like just randomly someone with RTX um, comes to this realm expecting to like have the the packs pre-installed or available and look like this, I'm not sure that's going to be the case. So anyway, this isn't completely filled out, as you can see. But this pretty much illustrates all of the stuff that's like has roads and such attached to it. Well, I'll probably fill out the entire map eventually. And necessarily like roads, but like with you know, a map. Although this river is really weird. It just sort of terminates, and then like I know like this part, at least to some extent, like the way it terminates is because of probably this build in particular. But this little stretch of river, it's weird it doesn't connect to this stretch of river. I could just like completely erase this stretch of river potentially. But I had to do that in survival, at least at this point. Because I'm kind of committed to doing this in survival from this point on. And not doing a whole lot in the way of adding things in the emulator or whatever. You can like really see the editing in this corner. I don't know what I'm good. Like I would definitely have to use emulate and like porting stuff from Creative Mode to try and. What the heck? Was that you, Ellie? I really need to adjust the tolerance on the green screen. I think it's a little like my neck is disappearing a little bit here. But anyway, oh yeah, I wanted to see where I put my. I'm pretty sure I got some redstone somewhere, so I'm gonna try and make a compass. Go ahead and convert this into a locator map. Damn, I didn't delete that, oh, whatever. Ah, shit, I think that's supposed to be, stone bricks. Stone brick slabs. But because of the roof, it got converted into warp planks. So now I gotta figure out where I stashed all my redstone. So I started to populate the barn. I only have this much redstone. I probably need to smelt some, I definitely need to smelt some iron. Maybe mine some more iron, actually. Mine some more redstone. Just mining in general. So, my plan, actually, part of the reason why I am using like the Nether, one is faster. Map editors or map viewers. But one is kind of how I tend to find stuff, especially like rarer biomes. But also because of the caves update, which I mean I'm actually kind of really not sure about like what we're going to be doing. It's just that it's going to be split in two. Okay, I completely forgot to bring a bucket of water. I think I have one up here. Yep, okay. I'm actually smart. Unlike how I usually am, which is dumb. The redstone really glows. Kind of regardless of whether or not you're standing on it. At least with RTX. I think, besides that, regardless, I'm probably going to look into ensuring that these texture packs are properly enabled, just in case. Like the odds of someone else with an RTX card I just once again reiterate how weird it is that RTX isn't making the actual like it has all these example worlds, but like none of them actually like enable access to the resource packs they utilize. So like why not just have the resource packs on the marketplace? Instead of like just requiring fans to put together their own. And I mean, I'm a little curious as to how. I mean, they'll probably get to rename the update when they bring it to consoles, or if they ever bring it to consoles, which they probably should. I mean, I can say with some confidence that it's probably to come to You know, the Xbox Series consoles. And it might come to Sony. I guess fingers crossed for the sake of my my PlayStation dedicated friend. And former administrator of this realm, or of the Pixels Plays realm. Because it would be really cool if he'd be able to, like, so I have some tentative plans to like build my own personal house in survival. Right now, I'm just sort of I don't know what the term is. I guess squatting, I think, would be the term. Squatting in the community farm. I actually kind of lucked out with finding the diamonds this early on. Because, like, it was literally kind of just down the stairs that I happened to be making. Hmm. I was thinking the gold ore would be a bit, like, shinier. I like the look of most of these textures, although the glazed terracotta, I'm not sure. I think the glazed terracotta feels to be a little too much like they sort of slapped a generic bump map onto it rather than. I mean, everything kind of has that look, but the glazed terracotta in particular, because I imagine glazed terracotta being just kind of smooth, I guess. I don't know. I think we're starting to cross over into where we explored before, which is a little concerning because. Ellie, what's up? Well. Oh, I might be a little fortuitous in terms of. Okay. Extremely fortuitous because. There's nothing down there. That's a lot of redstone. That's interesting because it doesn't light up when you stand on it the way it does in like regular Minecraft. It just sort of glows on its own, which is fine. Well, I'm surprised I didn't already get a full stack of coal. There we go. Okay, I've been here before. actually. Really. I agree. I mean, this is really great. Hey, what the hell? What the hell? This really. This is the lighting work. This is just an underwater, tiny underwater cave. No, Ellie. Go play on your own. Oh, I actually circled back. That's kind of crazy. I think we're gonna go ahead and. Oh, I almost got a full stack of iron ore. We should go back down and see if I can find another. Just need one more. Hard to tell where the source of the water is. Is it literally like just... Maybe it's like literally just in the middle there. Kind of weird. That's just a lava fall. Oh, and some lava. I'm starting to get a little greedy here. Or exploration happy, I don't know. Another bit of water of an uncertain source. Water is clearly coming from everywhere. Or it's coming from here? No, it's coming from everywhere. Everywhere, man! Okay. And one of those little sources where I got all the water source blocks. really nice if I actually stumble upon some diamonds while I'm down here, but apparently I'm not so lucky. I'll probably want to start heading back. Okay, so looks like I'm Grant Murray. That's... what the hell? Okay, so I go from torches on the left, torches on the right. Oh, okay, so I fell into a pit and didn't. Okay. Alright, back on track. There we go. That's perfect. Okay, so this is... this, I believe, will be 5. Is another way that Minecraft is, in fact, educational. Learning how to divide by 8. Which is actually a fairly useful tool for, like, coding and, like, if you need to work on textures. I guess a lot of computer stuff in general. Like, if you're getting into any kind of game development. No, we just wait. And play Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. There you go. If you can see the lake better now. Okay, we're halfway done. So let me know roughly where the spawn point is. I mean, I know exactly where it is now, but hey, wish I could figure out how to change it. Like, I'm pretty sure in like MC Edit you could change it, but it's entirely possible that in Emulate that they don't have that feature doesn't exist yet. So I think the spawn point is like for all 1/2 fans. This is gonna be like. Yeah, like you're right next to Ukyo. Yeah, you spot. So you think Ukyo is the OTP of Ramen 1/2. I mean, I'm not sure what I say. I'm like. Well, I'm more of a believer that Akane is the OTP of Ramen 1/2. Like, at least for people my age, I would imagine it's Friday Night is. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think there with most of these like harem animes, there's always like a debate over who the OTP is, but I would say that like in terms of authorial intent, I would say that it's Akane. You know, like personal preference is a different thing. I mean, even then, like it boils down to two things: like who you think personally is the ideal match for the protagonist, which just expands to all of like kind of all of fiction. You know, there's like if you're talking about like Twilight, you know, it's Edward. Like I'm not even a fan, and like she's clearly who she ends up with, you know, at the end. So it's also kind of a matter of, on a certain level, it's also a matter of, it's also kind of like, as a non fan, I probably would be more on Team Jacob. Or at least the Jacob that, like, we see in some of the earlier books. Like, I haven't read them, but I've seen, like, the Lost in Adaptation, like, synopses. Also, some weird derpiness to the textures, probably from the RTX. What am I doing here? I don't belong here. I need to take this out of my hand and then we're going to locate a map. we just need to watch sugarcane grow for a very long time. They still have pending watermelons and pumpkins. Yeah, if there's any way I could justify. I mean, there's a couple ways I can justify. One is that we did this in survival already on a much grander scale in the original realm. For one, and for everything, so being able to decide where they're facing is something you can't really do. Man, like the rate at which these things grow. I mean, I guess this is a perfect example of the RNG factor here, because like most of it is like close to fully grown, but then there's just the one spot where it's like two spots, three spots, four spots, red spots, blue spots. I'm probably gonna call it a night anyway. I just like idle here for a while. Off stream, obviously. Oh no, Tommy's gonna. We're gonna get the. Oh, I just got kicked out. The server's unavailable? It's my server. Did Realm just decide to crash? Anyway, I can get 20% off of Streamlabs Prime today, which I can't afford. Did I mention you can support me on Patreon? Patreon.com/PixelsPlays. Don't have the link on here yet. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time.